Welcome back to Eye of the Beholder 2. We've fallen down here into the Frost Giant prison. I gave up trying to give commentary while I was doing this recording because I kept getting killed by those giants. A couple of punches and somebody is bound to die. They are susceptible to fireballs, but they are immune to frost and cold-based spells. I think they have somewhere between 80 and 100 hit points as well, so they're fairly difficult to take down. In this corridor here, there's I think about 5 or 6 of them that you need to kill before you can stop and rest. So it's a pretty nasty situation that Dran has thrown us into. The Bless spell definitely helps, and Haste is going to help as well. Invisibility can work to a degree, but they will spot you sooner or later. If someone is invisible, then it's much less likely that they will be hit. But it usually doesn't last long because the giants will spot you anyway. I didn't have any invisibility spells prepared anyway. And Chai Li and San Raul are in a tricky spot at the moment. They're both unconscious, as well as Tisha Ellis. And I just need to take out these last remaining frost giants so I can stop and rest. I don't know how long they've been here, but it's no wonder they're grumpy. They're crawling around these corridors like that. They've been imprisoned here by Dran. And I'm not even stopping to pick up my weapons at the moment. Just want to make sure these corridors are clear. Okay, so there's a couple of doors here, and now it gets a little bit easier because the frost giants aren't just wandering around the corridors. And even I think when you open the door, sometimes they stay within certain areas. I'm just going back to pick up all of my arrows and weapons here. There is I think a scroll of frost or something on the ground here. Scroll of Cone of Cold. And I'm just going to stop here and rest and heal everybody up before continuing. Even though this is a pretty tricky area, it's a good spot to gain experience points. You do get a lot of experience from killing the frost giants. So there's a couple of doors here, just getting Fireball and Haste spell ready. Got a little bit more room to move around now, so it's getting a little bit easier. And yeah, there's some pits on the ground here which are opening and closing. Luckily, this frost giant doesn't want to move this. Doesn't want to leave this area. But if I just run straight in there, I'm probably going to end up falling down the pits. And it's going to be pretty difficult to get back to this area, so I'm not even sure if there is a way back if you do fall down. Just waiting for the pits to clear here, and this is a dead end. There is an illusionary wall at the end there, but you can't go through it from this side. You need to come through it from the other side. Okay, now this area is very, very tricky. There's, I think, 5 pits in the ground. They're alternating. There's a corridor to the left with frost giants. It is just an empty corridor though, so you don't really need to go down it. It's this one here. And I'm going to get killed by this thing, so I think I run away here and continue on down the corridor. Once you get back to this, once you get across to the other side of the pits, you can't go back, I don't think. You need to go through the illusionary wall, which is just a little way up to the north and then east, and you can go all the way back around, but there's really no reason to do that unless you want to kill all of the giants for the extra experience. Luckily the giants are not willing to come too far out here, so it makes them a lot easier to kill. This is actually just an empty corridor, but I do want to just grab all the experience that I can, hopefully level someone up. I think Calandra is fairly close to level 10, and Chai Li's fairly close to leveling up again as well. I do want to get her some more experience, some more hit points as quickly as possible. So she's only on 24 at the moment, and yeah, I got stuck there trying to attack with Ragnar, but accidentally did the tried to switch him instead. Okay, Calandra has gained a level. She's now got 81 hit points. I think she's got the most experience out of all of the party. And just going to rest for a moment there. There's still some more giants to take out. This guy's not going to move. He's just going to stand there guarding that door. And everything freezes when an animation happens in this game, so it makes it a little bit difficult to get out of the way. Once they start their punch, you're kind of stuck there, which is why I'm just being very, very careful here. And Chai Li has gained a level as well. She's gained a grand total of 1 extra hit point. It's not going to do much. Okay, so far so good. There's a couple more down this corridor, I think. Calandra hit for 20 there, it's pretty good. She does have a +5 sword. And yeah, another empty corridor, so I'm not sure what they're all doing down here. I guess they're just trapped in here. Dran has somehow managed to trap them in this little area. Resting up again for the final few corridors here. And I'm just going to open this door and then run back. It's kind of a tricky little spot, trying to get through this door with frost giants on the other side, and those pits opening and closing as well. I know there's at least another one there wandering around. I think there's another two. Luckily they're not going to follow me too far, otherwise I might be in a bit of trouble. I can just kind of dance around with them here. Okay, so I think that's the area clear. I'm just going to rest up. Or is there one more? That's this corridor clear. I think there's another two through this door, so just casting Bless and Haste again. And let's see if I can finish off the remaining Frost Giants. Start off with a big fireball, and then just make a run for it. I guess the Frost Giants are too big to fall down the pits. Just waiting for the second one to head this way. I don't want to get trapped between the pits and the Frost Giant. So just trying to be patient here, but maybe it's been killed. No, I think it's still down here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. There's another couple here. Whew, okay, so I think that's it. I think that is pretty much the level clear. Let's go down and see what they were protecting down here. I'm just closing the door behind me just in case a Frost Giant somehow spawns or I've missed one behind me. My people and I are here, a curse placed over many a year. A being known as Dran came forth into our land. He entrapped us in these halls. We cannot break the walls. At night he hears our calls. May you bring about his fall. The willing of the three binds one of the large degree. It schemes and tells us lies as it grows in strength and size. Whichever way you choose it, you haven't the power to use it. And in the end you'll lose it. Here so I do decree. So that was the Frost Giant King. And after telling us that strange riddle, he's left behind the Talon's Tongue, and later on we will use that with the hilt and the Eye of Talon to get past a barrier, but for now that is the end of the Frost Giant prison. Just overhead there's a stone portal. We can use one of the stone portal keys to get through. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.